Oh, what did I say about today, this morning? Okay, whatever. 29 minutes, 29 miles, 44 minutes, 278 watt hours per mile. And yeah, I was kind of zooming on the highway. But anyway, start from the beginning, right? So where were we? So start out in FSD, everything's going good. Better check on that. What is the FSD version? 11.3.6, just making sure I'm not lying to you. Okay, so I think this is my first drive since getting an update. No, I had another drive yesterday. So coming out on Boggy Ford, the intersection with Highland Lake. Highland Lake has the stop sign. Everything's going great, and right up to that point, all of a sudden, the car starts slowing down and it throws up stopping for a stop sign or traffic sign, whatever it says. FSD off, boom. No, and send a message. That's not my stop sign. No matter how many times Tesla magically declares it's my stop sign, nobody else in the world will interpret it as my stop sign. And so I'm thinking, like, bringing somebody from Europe, bringing somebody from China, see what they say. If they know how to drive, I don't think they're going to say that's my stop sign. Now, do you want to argue that Lago Vista or whoever built Lago Vista before it became Lago Vista made a poor choice now that intersection works? Okay, I'll buy that. That still doesn't give Tesla the right to declare it a stop sign. I mean, physically it is a stop sign, it's just not mine. Okay, whatever, FSD's off, fine. And because of the autopilot wheel having a hard time showing up on Boggy Ford, I go all the way out to Loman Ford before I'm able to invoke FSD again. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. So far we're not out in the road raging area. Okay, so yeah, that's the biggest problem today is road raging. Oh my goodness. So where am I? We're coming up on FM 1431. Right turn must turn right on to FM 1431. We have the green turn signal, so right turn is allowed, or right turn is doesn't require a stop. So the car recognized it. Appears the car recognized it and did it. Beautiful, perfect. I love it. Somewhere halfway between Destination Way and oh my goodness, whatever. So there's a section in there where I come across two pickups. They're running 51, 52 miles an hour, something like that. So there's no cars right around me, so I go ahead and signal to pass them. Well, as soon as we crest the hill, guess what? All of a sudden they're speeding up, and so I'm left in the left turn lane. I mean, in the not the left turn lane, on the inside lane, watching them, sort of, kind of. So maybe they're doing like 57 miles an hour. No, not even that, right? Probably 56. Anyway, they're just barely accelerating away from me. In the meantime, my first road rager of the day. Oh, this woman comes ripping up on me, and you know what her intent is. Oh, I'm coming up on you real fast, so you better get out of my way. Well, lady, there's two pickups next to me, or one anyway, so I had no place to go. Duh. Maybe if you change from road rage mode to I'm a normal driver who has to pay for insurance mode, you would have seen that. I'm not there because I'm enjoying this. So anyway, once the second pickup finally moves up enough for me to clear to go to the right lane, well, that's not quite fair. Just as he's starting to get to that point where I have room to get to the right, somebody flips around from behind this girl behind me and takes the right lane to go around the two of us. Oh, wonderful, great. Okay, so I have to wait on another slow person. Even if you're going a lot faster than me, you're still going slow because you're blocking traffic. Okay, whatever. Once that car's gone, I turn on the turn signal to have FSD switch lanes, but FSD is not thinking about it. It doesn't want to do it. Okay, brake, FSD's off, switch lanes. I don't know. And when I sent the message, it said, I had to switch lanes because I'm the slow traffic. Oh, come on. It's supposed to be safer, not more dangerous, guys. Okay, whatever. So once all that traffic clears away, re-invoke FSD. Just as we're about to come into Jonestown downtown, if you want to call it that, there's another car comes ripping up on me. Okay, I'm tired of playing this game. Look, I'm in the outside lane. I'm in the slower lane. If you're faster traffic, switch to the left and go around. I'm doing my best to provide you that space. There's no reason to come ripping up on me. So anyway, brake off, FSD off. I slow down. The guy's waving in his mirror, in his glass, in his windscreen. But I mean, what do you want me to say? You're the one who ripped up on me. And I don't particularly like road ragers a whole lot. You know, there's room for you to go in your lane, go 70 miles an hour through Jonestown. Please do. Unfortunately, there's no cops to worry about you today, so at least I didn't see any of those cops. So, whatever. You might say this final straw of this morning was, and it's not the final, but whatever. There's a Cadillac. It comes up. So I'm behind a car. I mean, I've left space, yes, but I'm behind a car and it's going kind of slow. 37 miles an hour maybe? And so anyway, this Cadillac comes up beside me, passes me, and then gets in front of me. Why did you pass me if you're not going to go faster? I mean, I'm only going slow because the car in front of me is going slow, and I have to wait for you to go by. Whatever. So, you know, whatever. For some strange reason, there's no other cars in the left lane. I mean, I should say, there's no cars in the left lane. There's some up further ahead who are trying to figure out how to use the accelerator. But there's no cars in the left lane. Okay, so I get over. I go past the Cadillac. I start rolling by cars. All these cars that pass me because, oh, I'm going really, really, really fast. Oh, really? It doesn't look like it. All right, so whatever. There's this pickup with a couple motorcycles in the bed. He's pulling trailers, so I'm guessing he used to deliver motorcycles. Maybe, possibly. Anyway, we're coming up the big hill coming into Cedar Park. And this guy, he has this loud exhaust. So it gets to me, and you know, after a while, I'm like, because I'm in the outside lane, I'm following a slower car. Okay, that's the way it is. Finally, that car works its way up a little bit, and I look over, and yeah, I have the space to go in front of this pickup and go. Okay, what do I say? Now you can't hear me, but what do I say? It sounds like you're working really hard. You can't just press your accelerator a little bit and go like this, and like that, I'm gone. Now, not gone because there's still traffic up ahead, but I didn't have to make any noise, made almost no effort, and I went right up the hill. Now, am I driving a pickup, pulling a trailer with a couple of motorcycles loaded back? No. Probably if I was pulling a trailer, I could only carry one of his motorcycles. Right? I mean, that'd be about the weight limit. Okay? That's fine. Yeah, you're right. But I'm not making a lot of noise. I'm not weaving back and forth in my lane. I'm not trying to impress whoever he's trying to impress. Maybe he's trying to impress me. I don't know. However, I'm just not impressed whatsoever. Come on. Anyway, whatever. I leave him behind. And he does pass me back later when I put FSD back on, which makes sense. I mean, Ray mode driving is a little bit faster than FSD mode driving. But that's on purpose. FSD is limited to 1 over the displayed speed limit, which is actually the speed limit. That's what its default setting is. So anyway, so I finally get back in the right lane, get FSD back on. We're doing good. Then finally, with the intersection with Baghdad Road, FSD goes nuts. I don't know what happened there. Now, have I seen FSD do this before? Yes, I have. I just haven't seen it in a long time. So anyway, at the Baghdad Road intersection, on the outside lane, right turn lane opens up. What did I do to FSD? Oh, FSD, for whatever reason, when we went across Lake Line, it wanted to treat that green light as a red light. Or at least it appeared to be taking those actions. I don't know if that's exactly what it was doing, but it looked like it was doing that. Forget that. We're out of here. Okay, so accelerate out of it. So FSD is kind of like, oh, and he turned on the turn signal once when he wanted to change lanes to follow route. Dude, any one of the 3 lanes we're in gets you down to US 183A. It's the same argument yesterday, right? Any one of these lanes works. So you don't need to switch lanes to follow route. You're just switching lanes to be FSD, which is not unsurprising. Anyway, so FSD's kind of in a mode. He's beeped at me once. So this right turn lane opens up before the 7-Eleven. No hesitation, no concerns whatsoever. Well, no, that's not fair. At first, it's kind of like trying to figure out, am I going left or am I going right? Because you're coming up on a line. Now, to be fair to FSD, that line is pretty obscure, but the inside lane marking is very clear. So if you're following the inside lane marking, there's no doubt where you're going. Anyway, he makes the right turn. Now, I can guess what he's going to do next, because he did this to me before. And what he's going to do is come to a stop and turn on his left turn signal, saying, oops, I'm a stupid person. I'm stupid software. Okay. No, you're not going to do that again. If you committed to go in the right turn lane, you need to go right. You need to learn to follow the law. No, don't do what everybody else in the world does. Follow the law. If you said you're going in the right turn lane, make a right turn, because that's the safest thing to do. And you're supposed to be all about safety, right? So whatever. That's what we're doing. We make a right turn into 7-Eleven. Oh my. Okay, so I've had enough of all these games today. I really have. All right. I mean, I don't know what. It's right at lunchtime. Okay. Maybe that's what the problem is. It's lunchtime. Everybody's going nuts. And whatever. Peace and harmony. So I'm in some of them parking lot, FSD off, and I decide from that point on FSD's going to stay off. I'm not going to mess with it. It's bad enough FSD is trying to treat me like an idiot, but when you got everybody else in the world doing road raging, well, not everybody, but it's like went out of 4 cars as some kind of road rager today. I don't know, what is it? Saharan dust? Yeah, the skies aren't blue. They look pretty blue, actually. But whatever it is, it is. Peace and harmony. No, you're going to get a B- day, I think. Unless you do even stupider things yet. Okay, so let me try to be fair. Separate this morning from this afternoon. I'll tell you right now, it may be hard to do. So, 29 miles for 47 minutes, 268 watt hours per mile. So, the back row parking space is just behind 24-hour gym. They're higher than the average grade around that area. So I'm parked in the westmost spot. I can see I-35, 183, and looking at the map and looking for myself, I can see that 183 is kind of busy right now. Okay, whatever. It's pretty obvious what I'm going to do. Does navigation have a clue? He's had a clue before, which pleased me, but whatever. So I put it in home, and sure enough, the car calculates that I should go down a breaker. Right? I mean, breaker means I get on 183 more immediately, and I'm going through a bunch of traffic. That's stupid. Okay, whatever. So I don't invoke FSD. All right, no point. FSD will take me where, well, I'm saying that my assumption is FSD will take me where navigation says it's supposed to, but you and I have seen where FSD made up its own mind where to go. And actually, earlier today, FSD decided it was more important to go in the parking lot of 7-Eleven than it was to go 24-hour gym, which is what navigation was saying I should do, based upon my input. Right? I have no idea why he did that. Anyway, that's earlier. Foreshadowing of this afternoon. Okay, so I follow my usual path. I go up to Duval, get across from Duval. Is it a little bit busy? Yes, but there's just enough space. There's actually a car that wants to come to the outside lane, but he's getting there too late because I'm already pulling into it. That's the way it is, dude. Sorry. I could have gone up to Oaklawn? I always forget the name of that street. I could have gone up there and it would have been a little bit smoother, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so we get on 183, FSC on. I navigate. I forgot exactly when I put on FST, but I end up on the inside lane. And as I said before, the reason you get on the inside lane is because the outsidemost lane, when it gets up to Lakeline Boulevard exit, sometimes they have to stop on the highway because there's a traffic light there. Yes, that's the way the city and the state designed it. They designed it so traffic will back up onto the highway. And on top of the traffic backing up in the highway and the outside lane, there are the people in the middle lane who are just looking for a place to get over in the last free exit before you have to pay the toll. But you can see the toll things just, 2 tenths ahead or something like that. So either you get out right now or you pay the toll. Or you get a bill. They'll mail you a bill. Okay, whatever. So, if you're going to stay on 183A, the best thing to do is get all the way left. And that was pretty much true. There was one car in there that was, I guess he was confused. Let's put it that way. Whatever. Peace and harmony is fine. Is that where I was? Yes, that's where I was. So then we go through, I would like to get to the middle lane, but there's slower traffic in the middle lane for some reason. But guess what? I'm in the inside lane, the fast lane. What's ahead of me? There's some car that didn't realize that the speed limit was going to jump to 75 from 65. And it's obviously a car that's not able to, at least by the owner's perspective, able to go 75, let alone 80. So after a while, he finally figures out to get over, gets out of the way. The car was immediately behind him. At first, that car was going to go around him. Once that car pulled over him, then he pulled back over and left. Okay, I mean, it's traffic, right? It's road rager day. Although this afternoon is not quite as bad. Okay, so we're fine. That's fine. We're actually in the inside lane. Yes. So as we start getting a mile and a half out from the 1431 exit, the car executes 2 right shifts to get to the outside lane, and it's changing lane for route. That I actually agreed with. I mean, yes, you have to do that. Okay. The dumb part here is he's in the inside lane, so he's in the lane. You just follow it and go and exit out, and you'll be set up for a left turn. Right? Well, whatever. Regardless of when you remember or not, if you're staying in the outside lane, the left 2 lanes are going to turn left, and this outside lane feeds into those 2 left turn lanes. There is a right turn lane. That right turn lane feeds into right turn only or go straight. You can't turn left from that outside lane, from the right turn lane, so to speak. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. So he's in the right spot. Just as we're getting out on the exit, he does a right lane shift. Now he's in the right turn lane. Right? He's committing to making a right turn, or he's preparing to commit to it. Fortunately, traffic is not too busy. I mean, it's busy, but it's not too busy. And almost as soon as he does that, a couple of clicks, oh, whoops, I want to be in the middle of the 3 lanes. So he does a left shift, and we're fine. Okay, whatever. That's fine. Anyway, so the light turns green. There is a car to my right. Guess what that car's doing? He's going to go straight, which is his legal right. Unfortunately, this street is not painted well for this go straight alternative. And Ego, FSD, thinks he needs to shift a little bit right to make a left turn. And again, a lot of people are confused there. FSD being a 15-year-old, you can't expect him to be any better. Right? I mean, you just can't expect it. Okay, so whatever, I brake, and the message sum about, I would like not to hit that car. Right? I mean, I don't know how they're supposed to label it. It should have showed in the occupancy network. It should have shown that there was a car right there. So you can't shift right. But whatever. Like I've said before, and nothing has changed. I am running 11.3.6. Okay. The advanced beta tester guys, they're running 11.4.6 now. So I mean, they're way ahead. They're talking about stuff that whatever. On the other hand, one of these guys, I watched a video from him today, and he was talking about traffic flow, where you adjust your speed based upon what the traffic flow around you is, which is a little bit safer way to do it. Although I'm sure that the governmental authorities would go like, "No, that's not right. You can't do it that way." Okay, then go enforce the speed limit. Right? It's that easy. If you really think everybody should be going 45 in the 45 zone on an interstate highway, then you should be flagging every single person who's going over 45 and give them a ticket. No, you're not going to do that. It's too expensive to do that. It's not safe to do that. Then use more logic in your discussions. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So anyway, I interrupt. This is dumb. You know, but I get it, the road design is just a touch confusing, and the way that the two lanes kind of pinch together. I mean, they brought the curb out too far. They should cut that curb back something like that, to give that outside lane more room to go straight, instead of forcing them to kind of move towards me, and then if I move towards them, we hit. And who am I going to blame? Well, it has to be TxDOT. It's a state highway and a state highway. It's not the city. Whatever. Peace and harmony. Let's move on. All right, so once I get around that curve, I turn FSD back on. For some reason, one of the traffic lights along this stretch, before I get to the bell, I want to say it's Discovery, but it may not be. Anyway, the Ego is kind of going like, it's a green light. I don't know if I should go. Oh, well, fine, whatever. I think there's another traffic light somewhere where you did that too. Okay. FSD off. You know, let's just follow the traffic. Let's just go. I don't know if he's mad because he's already tried to throw the right turn signal on to move over, and I've canceled it. I don't know. Why do you want to go there? Why do you want to go in the right lane? That right lane dead ends at Baghdad. Granted, that's a couple of miles away, but why do you want to be in that lane? Why are you so desperate for it? Come on. Okay, whatever. Peace and Army. That's actually it in Lago Vista. Okay, fine. So, after I did that, FSD's back on. We're kind of flowing with the traffic in the middle lane, soon to be the outside lane. Coming up to Baghdad, there was a semi that had crossed Bell in front of us, and somehow he had moved to the outside lane, and he turned on his turn signal. A note to Tesla: if you see a semi turning on a turn signal, he's signaling his intent to switch a lane. And because he's long, he needs you to cooperate with him. Okay, whatever. He turns on his turn signal. Guess who shows up at the FSD party? It's California Road Rager. Oh, yeah, let's go. Yeah. Hey, note to Tesla. If I were to accelerate and the semi switched right in front of me and I ran into it, what would happen? Oh, I think that'd be a wreck. And since you're not taking responsibility for it, it'd be on me. Well, guess what the responsible party did? He hit the brake and sent a message saying, I'd rather not have a wreck with a semi today. What else do you want me to say? I get it. You're software developers in California. They drive in California big metropolitan traffic where they're used to being road ragers. Okay. I live in small town Texas, so to speak, although I'm just outside Austin. But not everybody recognizes. In fact, the car in front of me, the turn signal came on, but he was kind of overlapping. So he and I really had time to adjust. Although maybe he's using FSD too. Could be. You know how FSD is. Oh, California Road Ranger! Rah! Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Anyway, brake. Let the semi in. Oh my goodness. Why are we doing this? You know, we're supposed to be safer than the average human being. Smarter than the average bear. Yeah, okay. The average bear doesn't drive a car. Neither does a smarter than the average bear. Anyway, peace and harmony. Sorry, that just came out of a long time ago, didn't it? So, let the semi in. Eventually, there's a spot that opens up on the left. I move left, go around the semi, which is really what, if FSD was allowed to do what he wanted to do, he probably wouldn't want me to be beyond the inside lane. Although the other day, he was desperate to go in the outside lane. I don't know. His priorities and mine are two different things. Supposedly we both have the safe return to my home as a high priority. Although I'm kind of guessing it's a higher priority to me than it is to Tesla. Tesla, if you caught them in a public statement, they would completely deny that, of course. But so I'll just point to my car and go, well, here's the evidence right here. Right? When I give you a chance to drive the car yourselves, you don't make safety a priority. Anyway, peace and harmony. Where are we? So we make it through that. I think there's some people who are, for whatever reason, kind of matching my speed. So I tend to go allegedly +5 in some places. And I'm more likely to dial that up if I'm trying to make a difference. But then when people are matching me, then what do you do? So I passed some cars, was trying to get to the right, eventually did. So it kind of worked out. But you know, it's just, sometimes it's pain. But whatever, peace and harmony. So coming into the east side of Jonestown downtown, I keep calling it downtown. I don't know how you describe the rest of it, because the rest of it's almost nothing. Right? It's just, there's stuff, but not really the core business area. And the core business area is what? 3 gas stations and a mechanic shop, a city hall, and actually 2 bars. Okay, whatever. And a couple restaurants or something. That's downtown Jonestown, which actually looks like a commercial center compared to what Lago Vista has. Lago Vista probably has about the same number of businesses. And we actually have 2 grocery stores and an Ace Hardware and a Sun Hardware. Oh, that Sun Hardware may not be a licensed thing. Is that right? We have 2 hardware stores? Jonestown doesn't have any? Oh, Jonestown's backwater. Whatever. It's either way you look at it, both Jonestown and Lago Vista are small towns, right? The town I lived in Florida was about twice as big. But then again, I forgot Lago Vista has an airport. Oh, yeah. And we have 2 golf courses. Ooh. Anyway, what a peace and harmony. Getting way off track here. So we're talking about safety and traffic. Anyway, so these people, the one car, he passes me and immediately gets right in front of me. Well, why did you pass me if you weren't going to go? Okay, space is open to the left, so I go left. And I would like to say I go right by him. I sort of do, but then the cars in front of me are also going like, oh wait, those guys are going 35 in the 45 zone. Maybe we should go 35. Oh. What? Yeah, just stay to the right. Just stay to the right. You all can have your 35 mile per hour party. Just get out of the way. Okay, whatever. Whatever. As soon as they see that the black Tesla they just passed is passing them, they're like, oh, we should be going a little bit faster. Okay. So, I mean, that means I can't really get over because they're blocking the way, which is what you expect from... so I need to tell you. 2 of these cars are Japanese cars. All right, the first one is Toyota Prius, white one. Second one, the first in line, a Mazda. 3 or 4, something like that. Whatever, I don't care. They're Japanese cars. They're polluting the planet. Get rid of them. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. Oh, you know how it is in Texas, right? You buy an electric car because, we're putting oil and gas workers out of business. They're not going out of business. They've been going in cycles for years. Anytime they start getting more money, people find cheaper alternatives. And I mean, other places to get oil and gas from, they're cheaper than paying for Texas oil, gas and oil. Right? As soon as Texas tries to make a profit from it, they close down business. Whatever. I mean, this is the way it is. Let's not go there. But anyway, so the point is, because I drive an EV, as of September 1st of 2023, all EVs will pay an additional $200 tax with their registration. The justification is all those people who are paying gas tax, they're paying like $200-300 a year. Now, was I paying anywhere near that on my gas cars? No. I'm pretty sure not. I sat down and figured it out. I mean, they were going, but we don't know how to make it fair. Well, that's probably because you drive an F-250 gas and it gets 14-15 miles a gallon. Actually, I think my brother said that his diesel was getting 18-19. So I mean that's for an F-250, that's pretty efficient. Anyway, it's just the way it is, right? Just another reason not to buy an EV. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. Welcome to Texas. Don't like it? Move to New Jersey. Have you been through New Jersey? Oh, it's been a long time since I've been through New Jersey, actually. The last time I lived at New Jersey, it was sad to see all the small businesses that were going out of business. Why? Because people are moving out. There's nothing for people to do there anymore. And that's South New Jersey. It's a sad thing to see. All right. The good news about Texas is, we're doing pretty good in some places anyway. And especially around the Austin area is crazy. Anyway, so as we get to the west end of Jonestown, there's a hill that we go up. At least 2/3 of the population that drives through there, they treat that as a 55 zone. Now, why does Ray treat it as a 45 zone besides the fact he's driving FSD? It's because sometimes when they get a new cop, the tough macho ones that sit on the motorcycle, they like sit on top of the hill. So just past that crest is where speed limit goes 55. So if you don't want to get a ticket, don't speed. Okay, whatever. This is where all the cars are starting to speed up. And there's a white pickup who says, "Oh, look, I can follow that Tesla. He's going fast." Oh, he's not. But by the time he gets up to me, he's stuck behind me. And I'm stuck in the inside lane because all the guys who were going slow are now kind of trying to decide, should they go 35, 45, or 55? No, the speed limit was 45. Whatever. Eventually, there's an opening to the right. I get right. Mr. White Pickup floors it, goes down the road. Yes. The people who want to pay more gas tax, you should let them pay more gas tax. And those of us who are not tearing up the road, because how much does that truck weigh? I bet he's around 5,500, maybe 6,000 pounds. Oh wait, he's a light duty pickup. So that make him right around 6,000 pounds. Okay. I don't remember exactly, but I seem to recall that my car weighs just under 4,000 pounds. So who's turning up the roads? That heavier truck that carries loads in it? Or my Tesla that's only slightly heavier than my Porsche 911 that I used to own? Yeah, it was 3,600 pounds. Surprisingly enough. Whatever, peace and harmony, whatever, eventually it clears up. Sure enough, as we're going past the 55 sign, the last car in the line is still going, "Oh, well, how fast am I supposed to go here?" Well, forget this stuff. FSD allows me to go left. Awesome. Dial up the wheel, and let's go race speed. Okay. So as we start, we pass all the ones that are still, what? I'm on a road. What? Oh, I'm in the state of Texas. What am I doing in the state of Texas? Yeah, you shouldn't be here. Right? You stay in Houston or something. Whatever it is, you know, peace and harmony. Anyway, so I'm going past them, doing fine. There's a car that comes. Oh, so I'm sorry, I forgot about. What's that? The Tesla magical traffic light. And why do we call it magical? Because it's not a traffic light. Only in Tesla's mind is it a traffic light. It's not a traffic light. It's flashing yellows. As usual, the car is slowing down. At this point, I got so much traffic around me. This is not a safe place to play around, and since you're obviously not taking a lesson, why bother repeating it? Right? You don't care. You don't care about safety. I don't want to get hit from the rear end. It's that easy. That's simple. Anyway, but there's a workaround. Foot to the accelerator, keep the car going race speed. The difference today is, right as I'm going under that magical traffic light, it did say stopping for traffic light, as opposed to waiting until I'm halfway up the rise. I mean, it's only a difference of 100 feet, but it is a difference. Okay, I'll give you that. All right, whatever, peace and harmony. So we're cruising up the road. FSD has learned that you need to get in the left lane early to make the left turn at Loman Ford. It does so. Cool, awesome, great. So we're coming up to Loman Ford. The car in front of us had the green arrow, and the green arrow goes away for us. Okay. So, any of you study traffic law lately? Do you have any idea what's next? Yes, don't block the intersection. Have you heard of this? Tesla! Come on! Anyway, the ego is going to roll into the intersection. We're already past the line. I brake it right there, stop it. Besides, there's a long line of cars coming up, so we're going to sit here for a while. So don't block the intersection. It's that easy, that simple, and it's the law. Anyway, so I brake, wait for the cars to go by. There's an opening. There's a car a little bit further down, and there's a pickup that's accelerating pretty hard in the 50 zone. But I can make the turn before he gets there. You know, whatever, peace and harmony. So I do so. But the road rager, so to speak, his blood's up a little bit. He wants to get home. All right. So at first, I'm not going to turn an FST. I don't want to. But after a while, I'm sitting there thinking like, well, if I don't give FST a chance to make himself look like an idiot again, I'm not being fair. All right. So FST on. A little bit past on hardware, I think it is. Guess what it did today? It stayed on the inside lane. Didn't signal, didn't blink. So we rolled up to the traffic light. Oh, good, great. Awesomeness. Maybe he's trying to improve his grade. Maybe he is. Maybe he does care. Maybe his feelings are getting hurt about being an idiot. Okay, whatever. This part's good. So we're rolling along. We're approaching the intersection for Boggy Ford. So there is I think it's Nexon gas station. There's a Nexon gas station where his parking area and the gas station, whatever you want to call it. If you wanted to avoid the traffic light, you in theory could flow through the gas station. There's two reasons why you shouldn't. One is because there's a lot of mixed traffic in there. I mean, people walking, people driving up the pumps, backing out from pumps, so it's dangerous. The second reason is it's not exactly legal, right? I mean, you're not supposed to do that. Whatever. FSD sees that right turn lane open up for the gas station. I let him roll a couple of feet, and then I hit the brake, and I turn into the gas station. No. You don't go into that right turn lane unless you're going to make a right turn. And don't use the excuse of, oh, well, I was stupid, should have been driving. No. Once you commit that you're going to make the right turn, the only safe, reasonable thing to do is make the right turn. Turning on your left turn signal to say, I want to go back out onto the street is dangerous and irresponsible. Right? Not allowed to do it. Okay, whatever. So I do flow through the lot, come out. There's a car who's coming out, who's making a right turn up at the traffic light, so I have to wait for him to go by. So if your intent was to avoid him, although he would have been behind me, you didn't work. It didn't work. Whatever, peace and harmony. Oh, God. I'm having a great day today, aren't I? All right, so anyway, interesting enough, the autopilot wheel was on while we're driving through that parking lot. As soon as I get out to Boggy Ford, autopilot wheel's gone. All right, fine, have it your way. No FSD address the way home. I mean, we're only talking, 3 miles? Whatever. All right, so let's go back. So, just like this morning, FSD decided that it needed to go to a gas station. Why do you need to go to a gas station? What kind of gas are you getting? Or are you getting diesel? What? Oh, we use electricity to propel the car. Yeah, you might want to check with Elon on that, or one of the design guys. I don't know why you'd go into a gas station. Why would you commit to that? And why would you not listen to navigation? Listen to the navigation and follow navigation. At least in navigation, I can see him on the screen. What you're thinking, I can't see. Now, I can see turn signals, yes. But I have no idea why this morning we had to go to a 7-Eleven or this afternoon we had to go to an Exxon. I have no idea. What's that? Because you're stupid? Okay, I'll buy that. Okay, so I was going to try to be generous today. You know what? Fine, let's be generous. I mean, I was about almost to say, yeah, you're C. But you're not even average, actually. I mean, the parts where FSD does it well, it does it great. I mean, there's so many things today it did well. But the half-headed logic of, oh, there's a right turn lane there. I'm not supposed to do a right turn right now, but I think I'll just do a right turn anyway, because it'll just mess up Ray and make him mad. Okay. Oh, that's right. That's why you did it? Okay. I'll tell you what, grade C. Done.